Alright guys, I'm sure you've seen so far our exploding pellet videos, and I'm going to do a quick little video and show you guys basically how I'm making those. What you're going to need here first are these Aguila 22 caliber Calibre rounds. These are actually two different kinds. They're the Super Calibres and the regular Calibres. And what you're going to want to do is pull the bullet out using your multi-tool, using this one like this. Pull the bullet out, and you're going to want to get to the impact powder here. I use the small little flathead bit like this and scrape it out very gently, making sure you don't point it towards your eyes, looking into it while you're doing so. Be very careful because it is impact explosive. Also, you're going to need some normal ring caps just like these here. And once you scrape the powder out, you'll end up with a substance like this right here, this bright orange powder. As for the ring caps, what you're going to want to do is take a razor blade or any other sharp instrument. You're going to want to cut straight down through each of the little circles, all the way to the small piece of paper that you see at the bottom. And what you end up with is the small little papers with trace amounts of the explosive material on them. Then what you're going to want to do is take a Crosman Destroyer X pellet. You can use any pellet. I'm using the Crosman Destroyer X. You turn it upside down, and you're going to want to be filling the skirt end of the pellet with the impact. The best way I've found to do it is just make a small little metal spoon like this with a sharp angle on it. Makes it easiest to get it into the back of the pellet, and you're going to want to take and fill the back of the pellet full with the loose powder. Once you've filled the pellet to the back, it's going to look like this. It's going to look a little overflowed. That's okay, because you're going to want to take something and you're going to want to pack it down into the back of the pellet slightly to leave room for the ring caps. Once you've packed it down a little bit, you're going to want to take one of these. I use a little sewing needle. Just poke it slightly in the center. And insert into the back of the pellet and try to get it uniform. You're going to want to basically use this as the seal to hold in your powder. Now once you've inserted the first ring cap paper, you take another ring cap paper and do the same thing, add it on top, and this is what you end up with here. Then you're going to want to do the same thing you did with the powder. Take a small little stick or anything that can fit inside and just pack it down tightly. Make sure everything gets a snug fit. Alright guys, and there is the finished product for this method of doing it. And then again, this is with the impact powder. It just adds a little effect. We're going to look at another simpler way to do it here in just 1 second. Alright, for the next method, what you're going to want to do is take another pellet, and again I'm using the Crosman Destroyer X. You're going to want to turn it upside down with the skirt side facing up, just as we did before, and you're simply going to take the ring cap papers, and you're going to want to put about 3 of them. Sometimes you can fit 4 in some of the deeper pellets, but 3 is pretty much good enough for what you want it to do and makes a little fireball. You simply insert them in the back, tamp them down a little bit, and you're good to go. Alright, and here we are with a finished Crosman Destroyer EX with the 3 cap papers inside, and that's pretty much what you're going to want it to look like right there. Make sure you tamp it down and get a good snug fit so that they don't slip out in flight or in the barrel when they're firing. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to load these pellets backwards with the backwards end facing forwards, and when they hit the target they have a pretty cool effect. Gives you a little fireball and a smoke cloud. Good luck and be very careful. Don't hurt yourselves and enjoy.